Hey, this is Roy Richardson, your friendly neighborhood tech troublemaker, and tonight's topic is channel analytics, and I need you to stick around to the end. I'm going to cover 6 things that you need to know about channel analytics. What are YouTube channel analytics? I'm going to explain that because if you've been doing a YouTube channel for a bit, you may not have ever figured out fully what does this junk mean, because it tells you so much. I'm literally looking at this stuff and I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I'm not paying attention to this. So this is an opportunity to kind of go through the analytics, and there's going to be a bonus. You got to stick around for the end because YouTube has added a new feature, a feature that you probably paid money for before this, or maybe you've used some free things, but YouTube has released a new feature in the YouTube studio. So let's look now. We're going to go to the boards first. I'm going to do a quick little overview. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Ta-da! All right, first of all, YouTube channel analytics. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so 6 magic words you need to know. Audience retention, average view duration, demographics, traffic sources, impressions, and click-through rate. These are the 6 magic things that you need to know. There's a couple others. We'll get to that, but these are the big dogs. All right, so audience retention. This tells you how long your audience sticks around when watching your video. So if you've ever released a video and you saw the hockey stick is where, hey, they showed up, they started watching a video, and then immediately left, or immediately just viewers left. So you want to avoid that. We're going to do a demo here, so I'm going to go through these topics first, and then we'll go through a demo, and I'll show you all this stuff. Next up, average view duration. So this is kind of like, what's the average that people watch your video or your videos? So if you look at the whole channel overall, it'll tell you, hey, people watch my videos for this long. And if you see an average overall where, let's say, for example, 2.5 minutes is the overall average for all your videos that people watch, then you may want to change something. You may want to make sure on your future videos that you do something different. Demographics. So where are your folks from that are watching? How old are they? Are they male or female? What country are they from? Yeah, this is cool stuff. Why is that? Because if you have a specific avatar, and we've talked a little bit about avatars in a previous video, who is your target audience? Well, the demographics are going to show you what you're accomplishing, who is really watching, and you have to think, is this who I meant to do the videos for? Maybe not. Maybe I did. Maybe it's exactly who I meant to do these videos for. Maybe you need to regroup and say, you know what, I'm going to do my videos for these folks because these folks are who I want to do the videos for because they're here. And then traffic sources. So are you getting lots of search engine traffic? Are you on the YouTube homepage, landing page? Are there external sources where people are coming to see your content, whether it be Facebook or LinkedIn and that type of thing? We'll talk about that as well. And then impressions. So, this is a tough one. How many times were your thumbnails shown to potential viewers? More is better. How many times did they see your thumbnail? Did it show up on the search page? Did YouTube recommend it? Really important. All right, and then this is a big dog, click-through rate. So this is the metric you want to be big. This tells you if they saw your title and your thumbnail. This is the biggest one depending on who you ask, and higher is better. So you want that thumbnail and that title to draw them in so they click on it, so they go to your channel to watch that video. This is something we're going to talk about this in a little bit, so let's go. And now it's demo time. Why is it demo time? Because, hey, let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. So here's Chrome. And in case you don't know, let me just show you where it is. If you go to your YouTube channel, if you click here, hang on, I'll go to my channel so I'll make this real. So here's my channel, and when I want to go to YouTube Studio, I click on my little bobblehead right here, and you'll see YouTube Studio. All right, and then over on the left side, you'll see Analytics. This is the magic that you're looking for. Okay. So there's a ton of really good information here. If you, like me, I haven't quite monetized yet. I'm working on it. I got a lot of views. So this right now is set for 28 days. I can go and change it right here to be 365. You never care about more than 365. Why is this? because if you're trying to get monetized, you have to have 4,000 watch hours in a rolling 365 day period, and you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers in that same 365 day period. So it's rolling all the time. So if suddenly you drop down, you have less than 4,000 watch hours in a 365 day period, they could take you away from monetization. They don't have to, but they could. So that's why, lifetime might be interesting, maybe, but only if you just want to see, where have I come from? Anyway, so I know where I've came from. So here's where we're at. Now, let's start looking. Let's dig in. So you have overview, reach, engagement, audience. We'll get to the last one later. But here, let's go look. So impressions. So this is a big one. Impressions are basically how many times your thumbnails were shown to viewers. So whether on the home page, whether it was a suggested video. So for example, go to my channel. I should have just went to YouTube actually. So if I go to my channel, so I got to go to my channel. Let's go to YouTube. Yes, this is the part where I'm supposed to go just YouTube. But anyway, all right, so YouTube. Here's YouTube. So here is this page right here that shows up here. Somebody's doing something with Final Cut, Photoshop. Anyway, so these are videos that YouTube is recommending for me. I don't know. So you go through here and see different videos here. Kind of crazy. But anyway, so this is what you want. You want to show up here. You want people to see your thumbnail and your description, your title here. And that's very important. But let's go back to YouTube Studio. So here we are back here. Now, right here, you've got the impression. So it says 75.5% from YouTube recommending your comment. So that means a bunch of people did see it. So I'm pretty happy about my impressions there. It showed up pretty good. So that was a lot of impressions. But look at my click-through rates. So that means, hey, a lot of people saw my thumbnails and my description, but my click-through rate's kind of small. Now, you ideally want a click-through rate between 2 and 10%. So I'm in that range where I'm not supposed to feel too bad about myself, but you want that to be as high as it can be. And so it's very important that your thumbnails and your titles be something that draws people in. And then, once they click there, you got to give them something. You got to give them a hook right away. Hey, you got to watch this because I got something cool for you. You got to stick around. You got to watch this to the very end because you want to see this cool thing I'm going to have at the very end. So you'll see my impressions and then my click-through rate and then number of views. And these are all last 20 days. So it looks like I have 444 more views than usual. And I had 2.3 thousand unique views. So very cool. Now, engagement. So we'll come back to that right here. So this funnel, a lot of people talk about the click-through rate funnels. This is the click-through rate funnel that people talk about that you're always looking for. Okay. Next, have engagement. So engagement tells kind of like, here your watch time, that type of thing. I don't get too fixated on this, but average view duration. This I do get fixated on because notice people on average are only watching 2 minutes and 50 seconds of my videos. And if a lot of my videos are 44 minutes, then wow, they only watch 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Now, I do a fair amount of recorded videos or tutorials, and I try to keep them short. 8 to 10 minutes is what I try to average. And so it still says there's something wrong with my recorded videos if they only watch on average 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So that means I need to do something about the video. This isn't something a thumbnail or description can fix because this means they've already clicked on the video and they started watching it, and something in my video turned them away at 2 minutes 50 seconds. Now, one of the things I've noticed in my videos is that if I go into great detail about something, people turn that off. They just want, give me the facts and I'm out of here. That's all I want. So I need to make sure I hurry up and give you the facts. And so it's very important that you do this. Now, audience, so returning viewers. So this is always interesting to me because this shows me, right here, new viewers are people who have, come to my channel for the first time. And then I have returning viewers. Those are people who have returned. They do not necessarily have to be subscribers, but they are people that Google has noticed, oh, hey, they've been on your channel before. And they've watched your videos before. So that's kind of cool. Unique viewers here. and then subscribers. So it shows, hey, look, different things happen. So I got, a couple of subscribers this week. That's very cool. Now we'll go back to overview. And then we're going to click on see more. So this breaks things out for us. So here is videos. Now, look at this. This tells me what my top videos are in the last 28 days. Look, again, hang on, my mouse is following me. Last 28 days. So this is what my top videos in the last 28 days. And my biggest video is a tutorial video where it's about running Ubuntu on Parallels Desktop on M1 Max. So it's had 1,166 views. The watch time, wow, 50.8 hours of my total watch time. So that's not too shabby. I'm pretty happy about that. My 21.7% of them were subscribers to my channel, and impressions. So 10,000 times they clicked on that icon, clicked on my thumbnail when they saw it, and my click-through rate is 3.7, which is not fantastic, but it's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about it. You'll notice here, this video here where I'm doing, I'm loading an old video game, it has a click-through rate of 4.6%. So cool, good times. But that I didn't get any subscribers from it. So I always like videos that give me subscribers because that's good for the channel. I like videos that get us watch time. So those are always things that are good. Next up, you got traffic source. So where did everybody find me? Let's go look. So you'll notice on mine lately, external sources have been the biggest place. Now we'll dig into that here in a minute. But then YouTube search was second runner up. So YouTube search means, hey, somebody is literally doing a search on topics that I have videos that cover, and that brought them to my channel. Then you have browse features. So these are traffic from the home page. These are traffic from subscriptions. So if you're a subscriber, that notification you get where it says, hey, Roy's got a video coming on in 30 minutes. Hey, Roy's live, Tech Troublemaker's live. So those are browse features. And then director unknown. So that's where somebody sent a link out. Copied your link and put it out there, and somebody just clicked on a link. So Google doesn't know exactly where it came from. It appears like it came directly. And then suggested videos. So that could be in videos. That could be info cards that you do throughout the video. So that also brings channel. And then channel pages. So here's folks that are on my page, and they went and visited videos. So I always find this very interesting. Here, though, you'll see here specifically it's talking about end screens. So haven't had a lot of hits on end screens, obviously, only 14 views. And then video cards. So I've got to do better on my info cards. Not doing very well. And my playlists aren't doing so well. So these are things that I need to work on. But I find external very interesting. So take a look at this. So external, Google search. So you would think, oh, well, YouTube's the second biggest search engine. Yes, but Google is the biggest search engine. So people are going on Google, they're searching for something, and Google is recommending videos on my channel. So thank you, Google. I really do appreciate that. But then look, LinkedIn. So I have found lately that I've been getting a lot of traffic from LinkedIn. I started posting links to my videos there, and it's been very good. YouTube, Facebook, DuckDuckGo, Start Page. Start Page and DuckDuckGo are search engines that attempt to keep people safe from Google search. From the standpoint, Google tracks you, and so these search engines attempt to not track you. Yahoo search, Bing, Google, interesting. I don't know what there. WhatsApp, interesting. Somebody's posted my links in WhatsApp. Hey, thanks. Android, Blackboard. This is fascinating to me. See, I do a lot of videos because of tutorials, and Blackboard is used as a content management system for colleges and universities, and so that means that there's some college students coming over to look at my videos. Not as many this month as last month. Last month I had a lot of hits. Must have been exam time. I don't know. I'm getting some clicks from Discord. This is a shortened version of LinkedIn URL. So yeah, so very interesting. Yandex is the Russian Yahoo search engine, basically. So I'm very fascinated by that. If I go, I can't click on it right now and dig in, but we'll dig into it. And then geography. So where are people coming from that are watching my videos? So United States, United Kingdom, Germany, and France seem to be the biggest hits for me. Strangely, it doesn't show anybody from France, even though it says France is one of the countries. this might be important from a language standpoint. So you may be doing videos on your channel in English, of course, and you may not be doing subtitles. You may not be doing closed captioning. So you may be missing out on an opportunity, because if you do closed captioning, then when someone in a different language watches your video, it will attempt to show it in their language. It'll translate your closed captioning into their language. It will be a rough translation. It's like bad subtitles, but it does work. There are some big channels that are actually spending money to have their channels translated into other languages. So when you get that big, that may be something to consider. But you definitely should give, your international audience credit and definitely support them and make it easier. So at a minimum, I do recommend, if you can find some way to do closed captioning, YouTube will do closed captioning for you. It's not as accurate as you think it should be, and there are services out there that will do it as well, but they cost money, so you got to think about that. Next up is viewer age. So this is cool to me. My viewers are between 25 and 34 years old, at least the last 28 days. It was strange I had like these 3 bars in previous months, but right now it says I'm 100% 25 to 34. And so, hey, that's cool. I think my videos are very appropriate for that age group, and so that's cool. I think older is also appropriate. So I can think about what my videos, maybe I have to make sure my jokes are more culturally relevant to match up with that demographic. And so that's one thing. I can't use a joke from the 70s if I happen to know any 70s jokes. I don't. But if I did, I couldn't use a joke from that many years back, because it may go over the heads of my audience, because it's just not a pop culture reference. So you might want to keep your pop culture references within a range that they understand. And then the other part of that is maybe that wasn't the demographic you were going for. So you may have to do something on your videos to change up if you don't think that's the market you're looking for. And then viewer gender. So there for a while, Google didn't show me any traffic from, it said all males, 100% male. So luckily I'm glad now that it's kind of diversified up. But so 6.4% of my viewers are female, and the rest are male, of the ones that are user specified, one of the ones that have actually designated. And so subscription status also is interesting to me. So notice that 94.7% of my viewers have not subscribed to my channel. So if you are watching the replay of this, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and hit that like button to let people know, hey, this is the kind of stuff I like. I want to see this. So now I'm, yeah. So that's the subscriber stats. So it's like, oh, that's kind of sad. So we'll go back now. So engagement, audience. So here's audience. So let's go and let's pick a specific video. And why is this important? So when you publish a video, you have like 48 hours to kind of tweak it and keep momentum going. And so you need to be very concerned. We mentioned that here earlier. Let me go back to my presentation here. So going back to the presentation, and nope, no peeking there. Click the impressions, traffic sources, real-time views. So we didn't talk about this in the top 6, but real-time views are very important, because the first 48 hours are crucial for when you release a new recorded video, or even live streams. But live streams kind of struggle because of the way YouTube treats them. But if you do a recorded video and you publish it, if you're not getting very many views, that means you need to do something with your thumbnail, or you need to do something with your title, because those are the things that draw people in. That's what gets that click through right there when YouTube shows you on the homepage there, or suggests your video. You need the hook that brings them in. So let's look at one of my videos. So right now, this is my video. So lightning round, whenever I have an interview, I always have a lightning round with my guests. And so somebody suggested, hey, why don't you take just the lightning round and spin that off into its own entity, just as a recorded video. I said, hey, that's a pretty good idea. So I've had 12 views. So in the last 40 hours, not a lot of views, but a little. And then, it kind of shows me here. I'm going to click on the see more. So here is how it's going with watch time. Traffic sources, let's take a look. Most of my traffic sources are browse features, direct unknown, suggested videos. Okay. So the point being is that I may need to do something with my thumbnail to fix it. So that's something that I've got to think about. And then I didn't earn any subscribers in the video yet, so that's kind of disappointing, but it happens. And then this is what I'm looking for. Right here, I can literally see this is, you know, average percent viewed. So this is average view duration. So this is where you're looking for where do people drop off. So at 4 seconds, 75% are still there. Then strangely it drops to 50 at 7 seconds. And then strangely it goes up. This is weird up, so I don't know what's going on. And then right here, 58% are watching here. So people must be skipping ahead. And then they can. You can hit the little arrow keys and it skips ahead 10 seconds. So people must be skipping ahead. But the bright side is that it's not doing the hockey stick. A lot of times, sometimes you'll do a video and you'll see the hit and then it goes to the bottom and it just stays there. That is the hockey stick of death. So yeah, you don't need that. So let's go. I got some folks out there. Let's go see. Hey, Robin. Robin says hello. Thanks for coming by. And then Sammy says, hey, everyone. Hey, Sammy, I was watching your interview show today. It's really cool. I didn't get to catch it live, but I was watching it. So good video. So I'm enjoying that series. Anyway, and Rob says, hey to Sammy. Yep. Hey, Sammy. So, going back. All right. So here we are back to here now. And so this just shows you. So this means, well, for one thing, there's nothing that a thumbnail or a title can do to fix the watch time, the average view duration. That is strictly the video itself. And so sometimes it's kind of arduous, but you need to share the right screen. So here I am. So right here, 67% drops down, and then going through here, and it strangely bumps up 58. So I figure people must be hitting the 10 seconds ahead thing, and then watching. And this can't be fixed by a thumbnail. It can't be fixed by a title. This is just the video has to be improved. Now I'm kind of excited. Average percentage viewed 40.1%, so that's pretty good. But considering it's only a 2-minute and 24-second video, you know, and average duration 57 seconds, that means people aren't giving it a chance and watching all the way to the end. So I need to make sure that I figure out what I need to do to improve those videos. Maybe my little game show style isn't everybody's cup of tea. Maybe this isn't the perfect video for people to watch. Let's go find another one. So I've been pretty happy with my Google search video, and if I go and see more here, you know, it kind of shows, hey, this has been pretty good. People are, you know, sticking around and watching a fair amount of the video, so that's exciting to me. Concurrent viewers. So this was a live stream. Oh no, this was a recorded video I did. Wow, at one time there was 4 people watching at the same time. And then here, not quite a hockey stick, but kind of close. But you know, notice at 3 minutes and 34 seconds, I'm down 23%. Now there's a bump right here to 19%, even though it dropped down to 10. So these are things that I have to go and refine. I have to go and make this better. So here it shows you, and literally I can click here and I can watch the video and see what I have going on in the video at that time, and hopefully I can surmise what's going on. So that's the audience retention for that. Relative audience retention, so this kind of shows it, you know, bouncing around there. So these are things that you can do. These are things that you need to analyze and look at in your recorded videos and say, what can I do to make this better that my audience wants to stick around? It's things like hooks. It's basically doing pattern disruption. So they talk about changing things up about every 8 seconds to keep people watching your videos, and that's very important to do something. 8 seconds I think is a little quick, but they call it the 8-second rule. And so we need to change something up, whether it's scenes, that type of thing. And I haven't changed any scenes. I'm really, really, messing up here. I'm not doing any pattern disruption at all. So there we go. There's a scene change. So anyway, there's a pattern disruption. Yeah. But that's the point there. And then going back to analytics, engagement. Pretty excited. It's showing here. So this is my top video right now these days. It's had 3,837 views. Is that the last 28 days? Yep. No, it's the last, yeah. And then percentage viewed 30%. So people are stopping watching at about 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So I got 90%. Let's see, we dropped down to 40. So I've got to figure out what the hook is, what I need to do to keep people watching my videos, to make them better. So I just got to keep working on it. So it's kind of cool. Still watching at 30 seconds, 84%, 67%. And then these are below typical. So this is kind of a strange hockey stick. Did people come back to the end to watch the end of it? I guess they did. I do have a blooper on the end of that one. Maybe that's what people come back to watch. So, okay. Audience. So, returning viewers. Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's the bonus I promised. YouTube has added a new tab. This is very recent, like the last week. It is the research tab. So here you can search for terms, and one of the biggest things you can find is your viewer searches. So the people that are watching your channel, this is what they're searching for. Why is this cool? Because you can then take this information, and if it fits your niche or niche, go make videos about these topics. And then if you click on any one of these, I'll click on this one, for example, Windows 11. I'll click on it. It will then open up a tab that shows the top videos that people are watching based off that search result. So this is what it's returning to people when they look for that topic. And you gotta have vidIQ or TubeBuddy to make this to make it easier. So I do like this because then I can go and take a look and look at my channel analytics. And then you can do save searches, and it will show your saved searches here. So if you do some searches, you're doing research, okay, I'll bookmark this. I'm going to save it later on. It shows up here saved. So I'm like, oh, I think I might do a video on that later. So this is great to do a search. Let's see, Windows 11 tricks. So search term. Okay. So medium. So it shows you how much volume that search term is getting on YouTube. So medium search, no, not that many. Windows 11 tips and tricks, low search. So you want things with a high search volume. Medium to me is not awful because I like to cover things a little more detailed than most. And so medium is probably perfectly fine for some of the things I want to do. High, I'm following the trends. And then it shows the top countries that you are getting hits in. So I can go here and say, I just want to see what they're searching for in Australia. So didn't do so well there. Let's go back to my viewer searches. In Australia, they're looking for Jabra Elite 75T. Okay. I think that's, yeah. Here's my save search. I'm going to delete that. But anyway, unsave. But the point is that I can go here and change out the countries. Let's see what Canada, top searches for Canada, MacBook Air 2022, Mac OS Monterey. So people are searching. Let's go see in India. They're searching for best AC in India. Must be hot there now. SQL interview questions and answers. Oh, that's something I could do a video on because I have done a lot of Microsoft SQL. Have worn a hat as a SQL DBA. Not my favorite job, but I was there. Python tutorial. So I've taught Python before. I could do videos. So these are all things that I potentially could do videos on if they fit in my niche. So you need to go in the channel analytics and go to the research tab and do this too. Now you can get the free version of TubeBuddy and do some of this, and vidIQ also will do some of this. But this is yours. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to install any plugins. you can just do this. So this is great stuff. Let's see. Did I get a question? Oh, hey, my wife Donna says hi. And Rob says hi, Donna. So cool. So yeah, this is the bonus I was going to talk about. This is awesome. It's a great feature, and I highly recommend you using it. That's it. That's our show tonight. I thank everybody that came by to watch. If you are watching on replay, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You're not hitting subscribe. How are you going to know when I'm going live? You're going to miss it. Or when I release a new video, you're going to miss it. So hit that subscribe button. That's it. Everybody have a great and amazing and wonderful night. And thank you so much for coming by. Bye.